Stop for a moment. Do not rush away from these words. Do not treat this moment like every other moment that passed through your hands without your attention. I am speaking to the place inside you that has been tired from carrying silent battles. I am reaching toward the thoughts you hide from everyone else. I am touching the questions you ask when nobody is around to hear them. There is a reason you are here right now. There is a reason these words reached you at this exact moment. Not yesterday, not later, now. Sometimes you believe that important messages must arrive with a loud sound, a dramatic sign, or something impossible to ignore. But many times, I move differently. I speak through quiet moments. I guide through gentle feelings. I open understanding through a calm whisper inside your heart. The world has trained you to run quickly, answer quickly, decide quickly, and move quickly. But I want you to understand something. Not every delay is against you. Not every closed door is rejection. Not every quiet season means nothing is happening. Sometimes I slow your steps because I see what your eyes cannot see. Sometimes I allow a pause because I am arranging what your hands cannot arrange. Sometimes I ask you to wait because what is coming requires a stronger version of you. My child, I know the moments when you smiled outside but carried worries inside. I know the nights when your mind continued searching for answers while everyone thought you were peaceful. I know the prayers you whispered without telling anyone. Nothing about you is forgotten. Nothing about your journey is hidden from me. I have seen every tear you wiped away quickly. I have heard every question you were afraid to speak loudly. I have stayed beside you through every season when you wondered if you were walking alone. You were never abandoned. You were being guided. Look back carefully. There were moments when something inside told you to wait. There were moments when plans changed unexpectedly. There were moments when something you wanted moved away from you, and at that time, you could not understand why. But later, you discovered that the delay protected you, the closed door redirected you, the unanswered request prepared you. That was not an accident. That was my care, moving quietly before you understood. I do not always reveal the entire road because trust grows one step at a time. If you saw everything ahead, you would not learn to hold my hand through uncertainty. If you understood every chapter before living it, you would never discover the strength I placed inside you. So when life becomes quiet, do not assume I am absent. When answers take time, do not believe I have ignored you. When the path changes, do not immediately think something has gone wrong. Sometimes the change you resist today becomes the blessing you thank me for tomorrow. I want you to walk differently from this moment forward. Walk with awareness. Walk with patience. Walk with peace. Do not allow fear to make decisions that faith should make. Fear rushes. Wisdom waits. Fear imagines every possible problem. Trust remembers that I'm already present in tomorrow before you arrive there. Now. There. You spend so much energy trying to control things that were never meant for your hands to carry. Release what is too heavy. Let go of the thoughts that steal your peace. Do what you can with honesty, love, and patience. Then trust me with what remains. Your life is not only shaped by big moments. Small choices matter. The words you speak matter. The thoughts you allow to stay matter. The way you treat others when nobody notices matters. Every day is creating something. Every act of kindness plants something. Every moment of patience strengthens something. You may not see results immediately, but seeds grow quietly before they appear above the ground. Do not give up, because your progress is still hidden. Roots always grow before branches. Preparation always happens before arrival. There is something I want you to remember whenever life feels uncertain. Peace does not mean every problem disappears. Peace means you know you are not facing those problems alone. Courage does not mean you never feel concern. Courage means you keep trusting even when you cannot see everything clearly. So breathe. Slow your thoughts. Return to this moment. You are still growing. You are still learning. You are still becoming who you were created to become. Do not compare your timing with another person's journey. Flowers do not all bloom on the same day, yet each one opens at the right time. Your timing has purpose. Your waiting has meaning. Your story is still moving. If these words touched your heart, and you believe that guidance arrives at the right moment, I receive this message as a reminder that you are choosing trust over fear today. Stay connected until the end, because every word ahead is meant to strengthen your faith, renew your patience, and help you recognize the quiet guidance already working in your life. And if these words brought peace to your heart, support this message of hope by liking, subscribing, and sharing it with someone who needs encouragement today. If you feel happy with my words and want to support this ministry, you can do so through the link given below. Let this message continue reaching hearts that need comfort, strength, and light. Listen carefully to what I am placing inside your heart right now. There are moments in your journey when you ask why certain things did not happen the way you expected. You wonder why some doors remain closed, why some people walked away, why some dreams seem delayed even after you gave your best effort. But I want you to understand something important. A delay is not always a denial. A closed path is not always a punishment. A season of waiting is not a sign that you have been forgotten. Sometimes I protect you through what I do not allow. Sometimes I answer through what I remove. Sometimes I bless you by changing the direction you were determined to follow. You look at one moment. I see the entire journey. You see what you want today. I see what will shape your tomorrow. There were situations you prayed for that looked perfect from the outside, but I saw the parts you could not see. I saw the hidden struggles. I saw the consequences. I saw the places where your peace would have been taken away. So when I redirected you, it was not because I did not care about your desires. It was because I cared about your future. My child, trust me, even when my protection does not look like protection at first. There are blessings you thanked me for receiving, but there are also blessings you never recognized because they came through what you avoided. The accident that never happened. The wrong relationship that ended. The opportunity that disappeared before it damaged your purpose. The road that changed before you reached a place you were never meant to stay. You may never know everything I protected you from, but you can trust that my care was present. I have been walking with you through every unseen moment. When you felt alone, I was there. When you thought nobody understood, I understood. When your heart was tired from pretending to be strong, I saw the truth. You do not need to hide your weakness from me. You do not need to pretend that everything is fine. Bring your worries. Bring your doubts. Bring the parts of yourself you think are too broken. I do not step away when you struggle. I come closer. The world may measure you by success, achievements, and appearances, but I look deeper. I see your patience. I see your effort. I see the battles you fought silently and the moments you chose kindness, even when your own heart was hurting. Never think small acts of goodness are unnoticed. Every loving choice matters. Every honest step matters. Every time you choose hope instead of bitterness, something inside you grows stronger. You have been asking for the next chapter, but sometimes I am still strengthening you in this chapter. Do not hate the preparation season. A tree that grows tall must first grow deep roots. If roots are weak, storms can destroy what grows above the surface. This is why I prepare your heart before I increase your responsibility. This is why I teach patience before I open certain doors. This is why I build wisdom before bringing you into places you prayed for. Because what arrives too early can become a burden instead of a blessing. Trust the timing. Trust the process. Trust the quiet work happening inside you. There are things changing right now that you cannot see. There are answers forming. There are connections being arranged. There are lessons becoming wisdom. Just because nothing appears different on the outside does not mean nothing is happening. The seed underground may feel buried, but it is actually becoming something new. Do not confuse being planted with being forgotten. Your season has meaning. Your growth has purpose. Your patience is creating strength. I want you to stop carrying tomorrow before tomorrow arrives. How many times have you suffered in your imagination over things that never happened? How many times has fear created stories that were not true? Your mind can create storms, even when the sky is clear. This is why you must guard your thoughts. Not every thought deserves your agreement. Not every worry deserves your attention. Choose carefully what you allow to live inside your heart. Fill your mind with faith. Fill your actions with love. Fill your days with gratitude. A grateful heart notices blessings that a worried heart walks past. Even today, there are gifts around you. A breath, a chance, a lesson, a person who cares, a new opportunity to begin again. Do not miss today's blessings while searching only for tomorrow's miracles. I am already present here. In this moment, in this breath, in this season, you are not behind, you are not forgotten, you are not losing your way. You are learning how to walk with trust. Remember this when life feels uncertain. A storm does not mean the journey is over. A difficult chapter does not mean the story has ended. A painful moment does not erase the purpose ahead. Keep your heart steady. Keep choosing what is right. Keep moving with wisdom. The things meant for you do not require you to destroy your peace chasing them. What belongs in your life will align with the path I prepare. Trust does not mean you understand everything. Trust means you believe you are guided even when everything is not explained. If this message gives strength to your heart and you choose patience over worry, write, "I trust the timing," as a reminder that your journey is still being guided. Stay with this message until the end, because there are words ahead that will help you release fear, understand your season, and recognize the quiet ways your life is being protected. The chapter you are living now is not meaningless. Something is growing. Something is changing. Something is being prepared. Continue walking with faith, because the road ahead contains things you cannot yet imagine. Before you take another step forward, listen to what I want to place within your heart. You have spent many days looking for answers outside yourself, searching for signs, searching for confirmation, wondering if you are walking in the right direction. But sometimes the guidance you are looking for does not arrive as something new. Sometimes it arrives as a reminder of what I have already placed inside you. There is wisdom within you that grew from everything you survived. There is strength within you that was created through the seasons you thought would break you. There is understanding inside you that came from moments when you had no choice but to keep going. Nothing you experienced was wasted. Even the painful chapters carried lessons. Even the confusing roads shaped something valuable. Even the moments you wished never happened taught you things that helped you become stronger. I know you sometimes look back and wonder why certain things were allowed, why certain people changed, why certain plans failed, why certain prayers seemed unanswered. But I want you to see your story differently. Look again. You are still here. You are still standing. You passed through days you once thought you could never handle. You overcame situations that once felt impossible. That is not weakness. That is evidence of the strength growing inside you. My child, I never promised that every road would be easy, but I promised that you would never walk those roads alone. Every mountain taught you endurance. Every valley taught you compassion. Every waiting season taught you patience. Every closed door taught you trust. You were becoming even when you thought you were only struggling. Sometimes growth feels uncomfortable because old things must change before new things can appear. A seed cannot become a tree while remaining exactly the same. Transformation requires surrender. Transformation requires trust. Transformation requires believing that something beautiful can come from a season that feels uncertain. Do not judge your life only by what you see today. A single page cannot explain an entire book. A single chapter cannot reveal the whole story. You are still becoming. There is more ahead. There are moments waiting for you that your current worries cannot imagine. There are answers coming that will make you understand why patience was necessary. There are blessings that require the wisdom you are learning now. So do not run away from preparation. Do not reject the quiet seasons. Do not think that silence means nothing is happening. Some of my greatest work happens where nobody can see. The roots of a tree grow in darkness before the world enjoys its shade. The foundation of a building is created before anyone admires its height. The strongest parts are often built in hidden places. That is what I am doing within you. I am strengthening what others cannot see. I am teaching you to remain peaceful without needing every answer. I am showing you how to trust without controlling every outcome. Because peace that depends only on perfect circumstances can disappear quickly. But peace built on trust remains even when circumstances change. Today, release the belief that everything must happen immediately. Release the pressure that tells you that you are running out of time. Release the comparison that makes you question your own journey. You were never created to copy another person's path. Your timing is different because your purpose is different. Look at nature. The sun and the moon do not compete. The seasons do not arrive all at once. Everything has an appointed rhythm. Your life also has a rhythm. Respect it. Learn from it. Walk with it. The frustration you feel often comes from fighting the season you are currently in. Instead of asking only when things will change, ask what this moment is teaching you. Every season carries something. Some seasons bring harvest, some seasons build roots. Both are important. A harvest without roots cannot last. This is why I prepare before I provide. This is why I strengthen before I increase. This is why I teach before I send. Because I care not only about what you receive, I care about who you become. Many people ask for bigger blessings, but do not allow themselves to grow into the person who can carry them wisely. I am working on your heart. I am developing patience. I am increasing understanding. I am helping you see life with clearer eyes. Do not ignore the small lessons. The way you respond today shapes the person you become tomorrow. Choose kindness when anger feels easier. Choose honesty when shortcuts appear. Choose patience when frustration rises. Choose hope when fear speaks loudly. These choices may seem small, but small choices repeated over time create powerful change. Your future is not only built by one big moment, it is shaped by the daily decisions nobody else sees. I see those decisions. I see when you continue trying. I see when you choose love. I see when you refuse to give up. And I want you to know that your effort matters. You may feel unnoticed by people, but you are never unseen by me. Continue walking. Continue growing. Continue trusting. The answers you seek are not always found by running faster. Sometimes they appear when you become still enough to recognize them. Let your heart become quiet. Let your thoughts become peaceful. Let wisdom guide you instead of worry. You do not have to force every door open. The right doors will open with the right timing. You do not have to chase what is not meant for your journey. What belongs will align with peace. Remember this, whenever doubt tries to enter your mind, you are not just waiting. You are becoming. You are not just surviving. You are growing. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. If these words reached your heart, and you believe that every season has a purpose, write, I am ready to grow, as a declaration that you accept the lessons, the timing, and the journey ahead. Continue watching until the very end, because each message ahead will help you recognize guidance, strengthen your faith, and walk through life with a calmer and wiser heart. The road before you is still unfolding. Trust the process. Trust the lessons. Trust that every step taken with patience and love is leading you closer to the person you were created to become. Come closer and listen with a peaceful heart. Do not allow the noise around you to become louder than the wisdom growing within you. There are moments when life feels confusing because many voices are trying to guide you at the same time. The world tells you to hurry, Fear tells you that you are late. Comparison tells you that everyone else is moving ahead. But I want you to remember something. A life guided by pressure will never feel the same as a life guided by peace. Pressure pushes. Peace leads. Pressure creates fear of losing something. Peace creates confidence that what is truly meant for you will not require you to lose yourself to receive it. You have spent many seasons trying to understand everything before taking the next step. You wanted every answer. You wanted every detail. You wanted to know exactly how the story would unfold. But trust does not grow in a place where everything is already explained. Trust grows when you take the next faithful step, even while the entire path is not visible. A traveler does not need to see the whole road to continue moving forward. They only need enough light for the next step. That is how I guide you, step by step, moment by moment, lesson by lesson. I do not give you only information. I build a relationship with you, because if you only followed answers, you would forget to walk with the one who gives guidance. My child, there are things happening in your life right now that are not mistakes. They are moments of preparation. The waiting, the learning, the changes, the unexpected turns. They are shaping something inside you. You may feel like you are standing still, but growth is not always visible. A person healing inside may look unchanged outside. A heart becoming stronger may look quiet. A future being prepared may look like nothing is moving. Do not measure progress only by what others can see. Some of the greatest victories happen silently. The moment you forgive instead of holding bitterness. The moment you remain patient instead of reacting in anger. The moment you choose faith instead of allowing fear to control your decisions. These are victories. These are signs that you are growing. The world celebrates what is seen. I also value what happens within. Your character matters. Your heart matters. The way you handle hidden seasons matters. Because the person you become during the waiting season will walk through the open door when the time arrives. Do not spend today only wishing for tomorrow. Do not miss the lessons of now because you are focused only on what comes next. This moment has value. This season has purpose. Even here, something meaningful is happening. Think about the times you thought you were losing something, but later discovered you were being redirected towards something better. Think about the moments when you questioned the delay, but later understood why timing mattered. Think about the people who left your life, and later you realized their absence created space for peace. You did not always recognize protection immediately. Sometimes protection first looked like disappointment. Sometimes guidance first felt like interruption. Sometimes blessings arrived differently than you imagined. This is why I ask you not to judge your entire journey by one difficult day. A cloudy morning does not mean the sun has disappeared. A hard chapter does not mean the story has lost hope. A moment of uncertainty does not mean you have lost direction. Stay steady. Stay patient. Stay open to wisdom. The answers you are waiting for are not only found in receiving new things. Sometimes answers come through releasing old things, old fears, old doubts, old beliefs that told you that you were not enough. Let those things go. You cannot carry yesterday's weight and fully receive tomorrow's possibilities. Some burdens were only meant to teach you, not travel with you forever. Release what has already completed its purpose. Forgive what needs to be forgiven. Learn what needs to be learned. Then, continue forward with a lighter heart. There is a difference between remembering the past and living inside it. Your past may explain parts of your journey, but it does not have authority to limit your future. You are still growing. You are still discovering. You are still being shaped. Do not use yesterday's pain as evidence that tomorrow cannot be beautiful. New chapters can begin quietly. Healing can happen slowly. Change can start with one simple decision. A decision to believe again. A decision to try again. A decision to stop speaking defeat over your own life. Be careful with the words you speak about yourself. Words are seeds. If you continue planting fear, you will struggle to feel peace. If you continue planting gratitude, patience, and hope, your heart begins to change. Speak with kindness, even toward yourself. You encourage others when they struggle. Learn to give yourself that same compassion. You are learning, you are becoming, you are moving forward. Every step does not need to be perfect to have purpose. Even mistakes can become teachers when you allow wisdom to grow from them. Do not remain trapped in regret. Learn. Rise. Continue. A person walking slowly in the right direction is still moving closer than someone running without purpose. Choose direction over speed. Choose wisdom over urgency. Choose peace over pressure. Whenever confusion surrounds you, return to stillness. A calm heart hears guidance more clearly than a heart filled with panic. You do not need to fight every battle with worry. Some battles are won through patience. Some answers arrive through waiting. Some doors open after you stop forcing the wrong ones. Trust the quiet work. Trust the unseen growth. Trust that every meaningful transformation requires time. If this message reminds you to stop rushing and start trusting, write, "I choose peace today," as a sign that you are releasing pressure and allowing wisdom to guide your steps. Keep listening until the end, because the words ahead will help you understand your journey, strengthen your heart, and recognize the guidance that has been with you through every season. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not walking without direction. The same care that carried you through yesterday is still guiding you today, and the path ahead will continue opening one step at a time. Stay with me in this moment. Allow these words to reach the places inside your heart that have been carrying questions, worries, and silent thoughts for too long. You have been searching for a sign that things are changing. You have wondered if your efforts matter. You have asked whether the prayers you whispered when nobody was listening were truly heard. I want you to understand something today. Nothing spoken from a sincere heart disappears. Nothing done with love is wasted. Nothing you overcome is meaningless. There are moments when life feels like nothing is moving, but what you cannot see is often more important than what you can see. Before a flower appears, roots are growing. Before a new beginning arrives, preparation is happening. Before a door opens, your heart is being made ready to walk through it. Do not become discouraged because you cannot see the full picture yet. The hidden season has purpose. The quiet season has purpose. The waiting season has purpose. Many times you ask for the destination, but you forget that the journey is also shaping you. The lessons you learn along the way are not interruptions. They are part of your growth. My child, I have seen every moment when you almost gave up but decided to continue. I saw when you encouraged others while you were also needing encouragement. I saw when you chose kindness even though your own heart was tired. I saw when you kept believing even though answers had not arrived yet. Your strength has not gone unnoticed. Sometimes you believe strength means never feeling weak, but true strength is continuing with hope even when you feel tired. True courage is choosing faith while questions remain. True growth is learning to remain peaceful even when life is not perfect. Do not be ashamed of the moments when you needed time to heal. Healing is not failure. Rest is not failure. Starting again is not failure. Every sunrise reminds you that new beginnings are possible. Yesterday taught you. Today is shaping you. Tomorrow is still being prepared. Do not allow one difficult chapter to convince you that the whole story is broken. A chapter is only part of the book. A season is only part of the journey. There is more ahead than what you currently see. I want you to release the habit of measuring your life only by what has not happened yet. Look also at what has already changed. Look at how much you have learned. Look at how many things you once worried about that you eventually survived. Look at the moments you thought you could not continue, yet you found strength to take another step. You have evidence of grace throughout your journey. You have evidence that difficult days do not last forever. You have evidence that storms can pass. Remember this whenever fear tries to convince you that nothing will improve. Fear speaks loudly, but fear does not know the whole story. Fear looks at problems. Faith remembers possibilities. Fear asks, what if everything goes wrong? Trust asks, what if something meaningful is being created through this? Change the questions you allow your heart to repeat. Your thoughts influence your peace. When you wake up, do not begin the day by carrying every concern at once. Begin with gratitude. Begin with patience. Begin by remembering that you only need strength for today. You do not need to fight tomorrow's battles before tomorrow arrives. Many of the things you worry about never happen. Many of the situations you fear become lessons instead. Many of the challenges you face reveal abilities you did not know you had. You are stronger than your doubts have told you. You are growing more than you realize. Do not allow temporary emotions to make permanent decisions. When you feel overwhelmed, become still. When your mind becomes crowded, return to peace. When you do not know what step to take, choose the next right thing with love and wisdom. You do not have to solve your entire future today. You simply need to walk faithfully in this moment. A beautiful life is not created only through big achievements. It is created through daily choices. Choosing patience, choosing honesty, choosing forgiveness, choosing gratitude, choosing hope. These small decisions shape the direction of your heart. The person who learns to find peace in ordinary moments carries a treasure that circumstances cannot easily steal. Remember that not every blessing arrives looking like a blessing. Sometimes a blessing arrives as a lesson. Sometimes it arrives as protection. Sometimes it arrives as the strength to walk away. Sometimes it arrives as the courage to begin again. Stay open. Stay aware. Stay willing to learn. The path ahead may not look exactly like what you planned, but that does not mean it cannot become something beautiful. Some of the most meaningful parts of your life will come from moments you never expected. Trust does not mean you know every answer. Trust means you believe that even unknown roads can lead somewhere meaningful. Keep your heart soft. Do not let disappointment make you bitter. Do not let delays remove your hope. Do not let past pain decide how much joy you allow yourself to experience. You are allowed to believe again. You are allowed to dream again. You are allowed to welcome new beginnings. The past may have shaped you, but it does not own you. Walk forward with a lighter heart. Carry the wisdom. Release the weight. Take the lesson. Leave the pain. A new mindset creates a new way of living. If these words touched your spirit and you believe that something good can still grow from your current season, write, "I welcome new beginnings," as a sign that you are opening your heart to hope and guidance. Continue watching, because the message ahead will help you understand patience, recognize hidden blessings, and walk through your next season with confidence. Remember, growth is happening, healing is happening, preparation is happening. Even when the world cannot see it yet, stay faithful in the quiet moments, because what grows quietly can become something powerful at the right time. And if these words brought comfort, encouragement, or peace into your heart, support this message by liking, subscribing, and sharing it with someone who needs hope today. If you feel happy with my words and want to support this ministry, you can do so through the link given below. Your kindness helps this message continue reaching hearts searching for strength, faith, and encouragement. Listen closely, because there is something your heart needs to remember today. Do not allow one difficult moment to make you forget all the moments when you were carried through. Do not allow one unanswered question to erase all the times when the way opened before you. Do not allow one season of uncertainty to convince you that your story has stopped moving. There is still purpose unfolding. There is still growth happening. There is still something meaningful being created from the places you thought were only filled with waiting. Many times you look at your life and focus only on what has not arrived yet. You count the doors that remain closed. You count the dreams that are still unfinished. You count the prayers that seem to be waiting for answers. But I want you to look again. Look at how far you have already come. Look at what you survived. Look at the strength you gained. Look at the wisdom you carry today that you did not have before. You are not the same person who started this journey. The challenges that tried to discourage you also developed you. The moments that tested your patience also deepened your understanding. The roads that looked difficult also revealed strength you did not know was inside you. My child, I have never measured your life only by how quickly you arrive. I also see who you become while walking. The world celebrates speed. I value growth. The world notices achievements. I also notice the heart being shaped along the way. Never think that a quiet season means nothing valuable is happening. Some of the greatest transformations happen in silence. A seed beneath the ground does not look successful from the outside. Nobody sees the roots forming. Nobody sees the hidden changes. But the unseen work is what allows the visible growth to stand strong later. This is what happens in your life too. Before a new chapter opens, preparation happens. Before greater responsibility comes, wisdom grows. Before new opportunities arrive, your heart learns lessons that will help you carry them. Do not reject the preparation because you are eager for the promise. Both are connected. The preparation protects the promise. There were things you once wanted immediately, but now you can look back and understand why waiting helped you. You grew, you learned, you changed. Your perspective became different. The version of you today can handle things that the older version of you could not. That is not lost time. That is development. Be patient with the process happening inside you. You are not a machine that must produce results every moment. You are a living soul that grows through seasons. Even nature understands this. The earth has times of planting, times of waiting, times of rain, times of harvest. Each season plays a role. Your life works the same way. Do not hate a season simply because it does not look like someone else's. Another person's harvest does not mean your garden has been forgotten. Celebrate others without doubting your own timing. Their blessing is not proof of your failure. Their open door is not evidence that yours will remain closed. Stay focused on your own path. The comparison you carry often creates pain that was never meant for you. You look at another person's chapter and judge your entire story. But you do not see their hidden struggles. You do not see their private battles. You do not see the preparation behind what they received. Every journey has unseen pages. Honor your own. Walk your own. Grow through your own. I place different gifts, different dreams, and different lessons within every life. You do not need to become someone else to have value. You do not need another person's path to experience meaning. You need the courage to walk faithfully on the path placed before you. There will be moments when you feel uncertain. There will be times when you wonder if anything is changing. In those moments, do not let emotions become your only guide. Feelings can change like weather. A cloudy day does not mean the sun is gone. A difficult emotion does not mean hope is gone. Learn to observe your feelings without being controlled by them. When worry appears, answer it with trust. When doubt appears, answer it with remembrance. Remember what you have already overcome. Remember the times when things worked out differently, but still worked out. Remember the strength that appeared when you needed it most. You have evidence from your own life that difficult moments can become meaningful lessons. Carry that evidence with you. Let it remind you that today's uncertainty is not the end. The chapter continues. The story continues. Your growth continues. I want you to practice patience not only with your circumstances, but also with yourself. Stop speaking to yourself with words you would never say to someone you love. Stop focusing only on your mistakes while ignoring your progress. You are learning. You are becoming wiser. You are discovering a deeper way to live. Treat yourself with kindness while you grow. A flower does not criticize itself because it has not opened yet. It simply continues becoming. Allow yourself that same grace. Continue choosing what brings life. Choose forgiveness instead of carrying old pain. Choose gratitude instead of focusing only on what is missing. Choose faith instead of allowing fear to write your future. Small choices create powerful changes. Every peaceful response matters. Every moment of patience matters. Every decision to continue matters. You may not see the results immediately, but nothing good planted in your heart is wasted. If these words remind you that your journey still has purpose, write, "I believe my story is still unfolding," as a declaration that you will not give up during the process. Keep watching until the end, because the next messages will help you understand hidden guidance, overcome fear, and recognize the quiet blessings already surrounding your life. You are still moving. You are still growing. You are still being prepared. Trust the work happening beneath the surface, because the strongest foundations are built before anything rises for the world to see. Listen carefully to the quiet message I am placing before you now. There are moments when your heart becomes tired because you have been carrying questions for too long. You wonder when things will change. You wonder when the answers will appear. You wonder why some roads seem longer than you expected. But I want you to understand something that will bring peace back into your heart. The length of the journey does not mean you are lost. The difficulty of the path does not mean you are forgotten. The silence of a season does not mean nothing is being done. Sometimes the deepest work happens when everything around you looks ordinary. Sometimes the greatest transformation happens when nobody else can see it. You look for movement outside. I look at the growth happening inside. You look for signs around you. I also see the strength forming within you. Do not underestimate what is happening in your hidden seasons. A quiet life can still be a growing life. A waiting heart can still be a prepared heart. A slow journey can still be moving in the right direction. My child, I know the times when you asked for a sign that your efforts were not wasted. I know the moments when you wondered if anyone noticed how hard you were trying. I know the days when you gave your best but still felt like progress was far away. I saw those moments. I saw the effort nobody praised. I saw the kindness nobody returned. I saw the patience nobody understood. Nothing good disappears unseen. The love you give matters. The honesty you choose matters. The hope you protect inside yourself matters. Every small seed eventually creates something, but seeds require time. You cannot plant today and demand a forest tomorrow. Growth has a rhythm. Healing has a rhythm. Life has a rhythm. Learning to respect that rhythm is part of wisdom. There are many things you once wanted immediately that you are now thankful did not arrive too soon. Because time changed you, experience taught you, patience prepared you. You became someone who could handle more. This is why waiting is not always an obstacle. Sometimes waiting is the place where your heart receives what it needs before your hands receive what they asked for. Do not see every delay as an enemy. Some delays are protection. Some delays are preparation. Some delays are creating an outcome better than the one you imagined. Remember the times when a plan failed and you felt disappointed. At that moment, it looked like a loss. But later you understood that something was being redirected. Life often makes sense when you look back. The pieces you could not understand begin to connect. The moments that seemed random reveal lessons. The paths that changed reveal purpose. So when you cannot understand today, do not immediately choose fear. Choose trust. Choose patience. Choose peace. Your heart was not created to live every day trapped in worry. Worry asks you to carry a future you have not reached. It places tomorrow's weight on today's shoulders. But today has its own lessons. Today has its own blessings. Today has its own opportunities to love, learn, and grow. Do not miss what is present, because you are only focused on what is missing. Look around with new eyes. There are blessings you stop noticing because you became too familiar with them. The breath you have, the chances you receive, the people who care, the lessons that shaped you, the strength that carried you. Gratitude opens your eyes to the gifts that worry hides. When your heart becomes thankful, your perspective begins to change. The situation may not transform immediately, but something inside you does. Peace returns. Clarity returns. Strength returns. This is why I remind you to protect your inner world. What happens inside you affects how you walk through what happens around you. A peaceful heart can face a difficult road with courage. A fearful heart can stand in a safe place and still feel troubled. Build peace within. Feed your thoughts with hope. Speak words that create strength. Surround your mind with what helps you grow. Every day, you are planting something inside yourself. Choose your seeds carefully. Plant patience. Plant kindness. Plant courage. Plant trust. One day you will live in the garden created by the thoughts and choices you nurture today. Do not allow past disappointment to become the voice that guides your future. Pain can teach you, but it should not control you. A lesson from yesterday should become wisdom, not a chain. You are allowed to move forward. You are allowed to believe something good can still happen. You are allowed to welcome new chapters without carrying every fear from old ones. The fact that something hurt you before does not mean everything ahead will hurt you. The fact that something failed before does not mean every new beginning will fail. Let your heart remain open. Let hope breathe again. Let faith become stronger than fear. There are still moments ahead that will remind you why you continued. There are still experiences waiting that will bring joy. There are still reasons to smile that you have not discovered yet. Do not close your heart before those moments arrive. Keep walking, keep learning, keep trusting. Even small steps count. A person who moves slowly with purpose is still moving forward. Do not shame yourself because your progress looks different from someone else's. Your journey was never meant to be a copy. The timing, the lessons, and the growth are personal. Walk your path with courage. Walk your path with wisdom. Walk your path with patience. If these words helped you remember that your waiting season has meaning, write, "I trust this journey," as a sign that you choose hope over discouragement today. Stay connected until the end, because every message ahead is meant to strengthen your spirit, renew your courage, and help you recognize the guidance that has been with you all along. You are not standing still without purpose. You are growing. You are learning. You are being shaped. And when the right moment arrives, you will understand why every step was preparing you for what was ahead. Listen with an open heart, because there is something I want you to understand in this moment. You have spent many days asking for the road ahead to become clear, but I want you to also recognize the light already present where you are standing. Sometimes you become so focused on the next door that you forget to appreciate the strength you gained while standing before it. Sometimes you become so focused on reaching a destination that you forget how much the journey has already transformed you. Every step has been teaching you. Every season has been shaping you. Every challenge has revealed something within you that you did not know existed. Nothing has been without meaning. Even the moments that looked like setbacks carried lessons. Even the moments that felt slow carried preparation. Even the moments that seemed confusing carried opportunities for wisdom to grow. Do not look at your life and believe that only the easy chapters mattered. The difficult chapters created some of your deepest understanding. The moments when you had fewer answers taught you how to listen more carefully. The moments when you felt uncertain taught you how to become stronger inside. The moments when you had to begin again showed you that endings do not have the final word. A new beginning can grow from places you thought were finished. A stronger heart can come from seasons you thought only brought pain. A wiser version of you can rise from experiences you once wished you could erase. My child, I have watched you grow through moments when you did not realize growth was happening. You were learning patience when things moved slowly. You were learning courage when situations felt uncertain. You were learning compassion through the times you needed kindness yourself. The person you are becoming carries lessons from every road you have walked. Do not reject your journey, because some parts were difficult. Those parts also shaped your wisdom. A smooth path does not always create deep strength. Sometimes the climb teaches what comfort never could. Sometimes the waiting room teaches what the open door cannot. Sometimes the quiet season prepares you for moments when your voice will be needed. There is value in every stage. Trust the process that is unfolding. Do not demand that every question be answered before you choose peace. Peace is not something you receive only after everything becomes perfect. Peace is something you practice while life is still unfolding. If you wait for every problem to disappear before allowing yourself to breathe, you will spend too much of your life waiting to live. Find peace now. Find gratitude now. Find hope now. This moment matters too. The present is not only a bridge to the future. It is a gift you have been given. Use it wisely. Love the people around you. Notice simple blessings. Speak words that bring healing. Choose actions that create goodness. The small moments you often overlook become the memories you value later. Do not rush through your life so quickly that you forget to actually experience it. Slow down enough to see. Slow down enough to listen. Slow down enough to recognize the beauty already around you. The world often teaches that more is always the answer. More success, more approval, more recognition. But a heart without peace can receive everything and still feel empty. This is why I guide you inward first. A peaceful heart changes how you experience everything else. When your heart is steady, you can handle both the mountains and the valleys. You can celebrate blessings without fear of losing them. You can face challenges without believing they will destroy you. The foundation inside you matters. Build that foundation every day. Build it through gratitude. Build it through patience. Build it through love. Build it through trust. There will always be things outside your control. There will always be unexpected changes. There will always be questions that require time. But your response belongs to you. You can choose bitterness, or you can choose growth. You can choose constant worry, or you can choose steady trust. You can choose to see only what is missing, or you can recognize what is already present. Your perspective changes the way you walk through your journey. Two people can face the same storm. One sees only destruction. Another discovers strength. Choose the eyes of wisdom. Look deeper. There are lessons hidden even in uncomfortable places. There is growth happening even in uncertain seasons. There is hope even when the road feels longer than expected. Do not allow temporary emotions to convince you to quit before the next chapter begins. Many people stop not because the journey is impossible, but because they forget how close transformation can be. Keep moving with patience. Keep showing kindness. Keep protecting your heart. Keep believing that your story is still being written. You do not need to have everything figured out today. You only need to continue choosing the next right step. Small, faithful steps create long journeys. Small acts of courage create stronger hearts. Small moments of hope create a different way of seeing life. Remember that you are not defined by the days when you struggled. You are shaped by how you continued. You are shaped by how you learned. You are shaped by how you chose to rise again. Do not carry old labels placed on you by difficult moments. You are more than your mistakes. You are more than your delays. You are more than what others failed to recognize. Continue becoming. Continue growing. Continue allowing wisdom to guide you. If these words brought peace into your heart and reminded you to appreciate the journey you are walking, right? I am thankful for today as a sign that you choose gratitude over worry. Stay with this message until the end, because the words ahead will help you release fear, strengthen your trust, and understand the quiet ways your life continues to unfold. You are not simply waiting for better days. You are becoming stronger in these days. You are learning lessons that will help you carry what comes next. Walk forward with a peaceful heart, because every meaningful journey is built one faithful step at a time. Listen carefully, because this moment is not about looking behind you with regret. This moment is about understanding how far you have already traveled. There were days when you thought you would never find peace again. There were situations that looked too heavy. There were seasons when your heart carried questions that nobody else could see. But you continued. You learned. You grew. You discovered strength that was hidden inside you. Do not forget the victories you survived simply because new challenges are standing in front of you. Many times you remember your struggles more clearly than your progress. You remember what hurt you. You remember what disappointed you. You remember what did not happen the way you expected. But I want you to also remember the moments when you overcame. Remember the times when your tears turned into wisdom. Remember the moments when confusion slowly became understanding. Remember the days when you thought you had reached the end, but a new way appeared. Your journey contains more evidence of hope than you realize. The same strength that carried you before is still with you now. The same guidance that helped you through past seasons has not disappeared. The story is still continuing. My child, I have seen the quiet battles you fought and the courage it required for you to keep moving forward. I know the moments when taking one more step required more strength than anyone understood. I know the times when you wanted answers immediately, but still chose patience. I know the moments when you were learning lessons that could only grow through experience. Nothing about those moments was ignored. They shaped your heart. They expanded your compassion. They taught you things that comfort alone could never teach. Do not be ashamed of the difficult parts of your story. Those chapters do not make you less valuable. They reveal how much you have overcome. A person who has walked through storms often understands the value of peace more deeply. A person who has experienced uncertainty often appreciates clarity more fully. A person who has needed kindness often learns how to give kindness to others. Your experiences can become sources of wisdom. Your lessons can become encouragement. Your growth can become a light for someone else who is still walking through what you survived. This is why you should never believe your journey has no meaning. Even the parts you did not choose can produce understanding. Even the moments you wanted to avoid can teach something valuable. Even slow seasons can prepare you for something ahead. Look at nature. The strongest trees are not created overnight. They face changing seasons. They stand through winds. They grow deeper roots. Their strength comes from what they endured. Your life also develops through seasons. Do not ask only for an easier road. Ask for a stronger heart, a heart filled with patience, a heart filled with wisdom, a heart that knows how to remain steady even when circumstances change. Because when your foundation is strong, outside conditions lose the power to control your inner peace. There will always be moments you cannot predict. There will always be things you cannot control. But you can choose the condition of your heart. You can choose how you respond. You can choose whether a challenge makes you bitter or wiser. Every day gives you opportunities to grow. Sometimes growth appears in simple ways. Holding your words when anger wants to speak. Showing kindness when nobody is watching. Remaining hopeful when results take time. Forgiving when your heart is ready to be free. These quiet decisions create a powerful transformation. Do not underestimate them. The world may not notice every small step you take, but small steps are how long journeys are completed. A person does not reach the mountaintop in one movement. They arrive through many steps, some easy, some difficult, some slow. But every step matters. Your steps matter too. Do not stop because you cannot see the entire path. The next step taken with wisdom is enough. You do not need all the answers today. You do not need to solve every unknown. Allow yourself to grow one day at a time. Allow yourself to learn without demanding perfection. Allow yourself to become without rushing the process. You often show patience to others. Now learn to show patience to yourself. Speak to yourself with kindness. Encourage yourself the way you encourage people you love. A wounded heart does not heal through constant criticism. It heals through understanding, honesty, and gentle growth. Release the idea that your past mistakes have removed your future possibilities. A mistake can become a lesson. A delay can become preparation. A closed door can become direction. Your story is bigger than one moment. Your purpose is bigger than one setback. Continue walking forward. There are things ahead that require the wisdom you are receiving now. There are moments ahead where you will understand why you had to grow through certain experiences. One day you may look back and see that what felt like waiting was actually preparation. What felt like a pause was actually protection. What felt like an ending was actually a transition. So today, choose trust. Choose peace. Choose to believe that meaningful things can still happen. Do not allow fear to write the ending of a story that is still unfolding. If these words helped you remember the strength already inside you, write, "I will keep moving forward," as a sign that you choose courage, patience, and hope for the days ahead. Continue watching until the end, because the next messages will help you recognize new beginnings, release unnecessary burdens, and walk with a peaceful heart through every season. You have not come this far without purpose. Every lesson, every step, every moment of growth, all of it has been shaping you. Keep your heart open, because the journey ahead still carries moments of wisdom, joy, and blessings you have not yet seen. Listen to these words with a calm and open heart. There is something I want you to understand before you continue walking forward. You have spent many moments asking when things will finally change, but I want you to notice the changes that have already begun within you. Sometimes you wait for the outside world to transform, while forgetting that the first transformation often happens inside your own heart. Your patience is growing. Your wisdom is growing. Your understanding is growing. The way you see life today is not the same way you saw it before. That is progress. That is movement. That is evidence that the journey is shaping you. Do not ignore inner growth simply because the outside result has not arrived yet. A foundation is created before a building rises. Roots grow before fruit appears. Preparation happens before a new season begins. The things happening inside you today are preparing you for what you will carry tomorrow. Do not rush the process. Do not become discouraged because everything is not happening at the speed you expected. Some of the most valuable things require time because they are built to last. Temporary things can appear quickly. Strong things require deeper preparation. My child, I know you sometimes feel tired from waiting, but I also see the strength that waiting has created inside you. You have learned lessons that quick answers could never teach. You have gained wisdom that easy roads could never provide. You have discovered courage that only appeared when you had to continue through uncertainty. Nothing has been wasted. Every chapter has contributed something. Every season has shaped something. Every experience has taught something. The question is not only, when will things change? The deeper question is, who am I becoming through this? Because the person you become is something you carry into every future season. A peaceful heart is a blessing. A wise mind is a blessing. A patient spirit is a blessing. These things have value beyond temporary circumstances. Protect them. Continue growing them. Do not allow frustration to destroy what patience has been building. There will always be voices telling you that you are behind. There will always be moments when comparison tries to enter your thoughts. But remember this, another person's timeline was never created to measure your journey. A flower does not question itself because another flower opened first. Each one follows its own design. Each one carries its own beauty. Your path is not late simply because it looks different. Your story is unfolding in its own way. Respect the journey. Trust the timing. Continue becoming. There are things you once worried about that no longer control you. There are situations you once thought would break you that became lessons instead. There are moments you survived that proved you were stronger than you believed. Remember those things when doubt speaks. Do not only remember the battles, remember the victories after the battles. Do not only remember the questions, remember the answers that eventually came. Your memory can become a place of encouragement when you look at your journey with gratitude. You have been carried through many seasons. You have learned. You have adapted. You have grown. Let that remind you that this season can also lead somewhere meaningful. When you cannot see the full road, focus on the step in front of you. Choose kindness today. Choose patience today. Choose honesty today. Choose hope today. The future is influenced by the choices you continue making in the present. Do not underestimate today. A small decision made with wisdom can change the direction of your life. A simple act of kindness can create something bigger than you realize. A moment of patience can prevent unnecessary pain. A peaceful response can change an entire situation. Small things matter. The world often notices the final result, but I see every step that created it. I see the quiet discipline. I see the hidden growth. I see the moments when you choose what is right, even when it is difficult. Continue choosing wisely. Continue planting good things. A harvest comes from what is planted consistently. If you want peace, plant peaceful thoughts. If you want stronger relationships, plant understanding and compassion. If you want growth, plant daily effort. The life you build is shaped by the seeds you continue placing into it. Do not spend your energy watering fear. Do not give your attention only to what could go wrong. Give space to hope. Give space to possibilities. Give space to the belief that new chapters can still open. You are not finished growing. You are not finished learning. You are not finished discovering what can happen. There is more ahead. But while you move toward what is ahead, do not forget to live fully where you are. This day matters. This moment matters. The people around you matter. Do not delay gratitude until everything is perfect. A thankful heart finds light even during uncertain seasons. A thankful heart recognizes blessings that worry overlooks. Let gratitude guide your perspective. Let wisdom guide your choices. Let patience guide your steps. The road ahead does not require fear. It requires trust. Trust that lessons have meaning. Trust that growth takes time. Trust that every chapter can create something valuable. If these words encouraged your heart and reminded you that your journey is still unfolding, right, I believe greater things are ahead as a sign that you are choosing hope instead of doubt. Stay with this message until the very end, because the next words will help you release old burdens, recognize quiet guidance, and walk forward with renewed strength. Your story is not standing still. Your heart is being prepared. Your wisdom is increasing. Your life is still becoming something meaningful. And if this message brought comfort, peace, or encouragement into your day, support this ministry of hope by liking this video, subscribing, and sharing these words with someone who needs strength. If you feel happy with my words and want to support this ministry, you can do so through the link given below. Your support helps these messages continue reaching hearts that are searching for faith, comfort, and guidance. Listen closely, because these words are reaching a place inside you that has been waiting for encouragement. There are moments when you look ahead and wonder how everything will come together. You think about the things you still need to overcome. You think about the questions that remain unanswered. You think about the dreams that are still only hopes inside your heart. But I want you to understand something important today. The future is not built only in the moments everyone sees. The future is also built in quiet choices. It is built when you keep believing. It is built when you choose patience. It is built when you continue doing what is right, even when results are not immediate. Never underestimate what is happening in the ordinary days. A small step taken with faith can become the beginning of a completely different direction. A simple decision made with wisdom can protect you from unnecessary pain. A quiet moment of understanding can change the way you see your entire journey. You often wait for big signs, but sometimes the most important guidance comes softly. A peaceful thought, a moment of clarity, a feeling that tells you to slow down and choose carefully. Learn to value these moments. Not everything meaningful arrives with noise. Some of the most powerful changes begin quietly. My child, I know there have been times when you questioned whether you were strong enough for the path ahead. I saw the moments when you doubted yourself. I saw the times when you wondered if your efforts were making any difference. I saw when you continued, even without receiving the encouragement you hoped for. You were growing through all of it. You were becoming stronger through all of it. You were learning things that would help you in the seasons ahead. Do not look down on your journey, because it has taken time. Time has taught you. Time has shaped you. Time has revealed what truly matters. Some lessons cannot be rushed. Some wisdom cannot be received without experience. Some strength cannot be discovered until you face something that requires you to use it. That does not mean difficult seasons are the end of your story. They are places where growth happens. Think about everything you once worried about. Think about situations you thought you would never move beyond. Yet here you are, still breathing, still learning, still moving forward. You have already overcome things that once looked impossible. Remember that whenever a new challenge appears, do not face tomorrow while forgetting the strength you discovered yesterday. Your past victories can remind you that this moment is also something you can walk through. Do not allow fear to become the loudest voice in your life. Fear speaks about everything that could go wrong. Wisdom helps you recognize what can still go right. Fear creates pictures of failure. Hope creates room for possibilities. Choose carefully which voice receives your attention. The thoughts you feed become stronger. Feed courage. Feed gratitude. Feed trust. Feed the belief that your life can continue growing. Every morning is an opportunity to begin again. Do not carry yesterday's disappointment into a day that has not even started. Do not allow an old chapter to control a new page. Learn from what happened. Take the wisdom. Release the unnecessary weight. There are burdens you have carried for too long. Old regrets. Old fears. Old words spoken by others that made you question your worth. It is time to stop letting those things define you. You are not only what happened to you, you are also what grew from it. You are the lessons. You are the courage. You are the strength that continued. There is a difference between remembering the past and living trapped inside it. The past can be a teacher, but it was never meant to become your permanent home. Move forward. Not because everything behind you was easy. Move forward because there is still more ahead. There are more moments to experience, more kindness to give, more wisdom to gain, more reasons to keep your heart open. Do not close yourself because something once disappointed you. A heart protected by walls may avoid some pain, but it also blocks many blessings. Let wisdom protect you, not fear. Let understanding guide you, not bitterness. Remain open to goodness. Remain open to growth. Remain open to new beginnings. Life can surprise you in ways you never expected. Sometimes the chapter you did not plan becomes the chapter that changes you the most. Sometimes the road you did not choose teaches you something you needed to know. Sometimes the answer arrives differently, but better than you imagined. Trust that there is still beauty ahead. Trust that one difficult season cannot remove the possibility of brighter days. Trust that your story is still being written. Today, choose to walk lighter. Release what no longer helps you grow. Forgive where forgiveness is needed. Heal where healing is needed. Begin again where beginning is needed. A new direction does not always require a dramatic change. Sometimes it begins with one peaceful decision, one better thought, one healthier choice, one moment where you decide not to return to old patterns. Growth happens one choice at a time. Transformation happens one day at a time. Keep choosing wisely. If these words gave your heart renewed strength and reminded you that your future is not limited by your past, write, "I am ready for a new chapter," as a sign that you are welcoming growth, healing, and hope. Continue listening until the end, because the messages ahead will help you find courage during uncertainty, recognize the quiet blessings around you, and continue walking with a peaceful heart. You have already come through so much. Do not stop now. The same strength that helped you reach this moment will continue helping you take the next step forward. Listen carefully, because there is a truth your heart needs to hold today. You have been carrying questions about things that have not happened yet. You have been wondering about the doors that have not opened. You have been thinking about the situations that still seem unfinished. But I want you to understand something. An unfinished chapter does not mean an abandoned story. A waiting season does not mean an empty season. A quiet path does not mean you are walking without direction. There are things being arranged that your eyes cannot see. There are lessons becoming part of your wisdom. There are moments preparing you for what comes next. Do not allow uncertainty to steal the peace available to you today. You often believe that you will finally feel calm when everything is solved, when every question is answered, when every plan is complete, when every concern disappears. But peace that depends only on perfect circumstances will always feel far away. I want you to learn a deeper peace, a peace that can remain while you are still learning, a peace that can breathe while you are still waiting, a peace that can guide you even when tomorrow is not fully visible. Because life will always contain unknown roads. But unknown does not mean impossible. Unknown does not mean hopeless. Unknown simply means there is more to discover. My child, I am teaching you not only how to receive blessings, but how to remain steady through every season of life. Anyone can feel peaceful when everything happens exactly as planned. But a stronger peace grows when you learn to stay calm even before every answer arrives. This kind of peace cannot be taken easily. It becomes part of who you are. It becomes the foundation beneath your steps. Look at the moments when you once thought you would not make it through. The moments when the problem looked too large. The moments when the road seemed unclear. Those moments passed. You learned. You grew. You discovered that difficult days do not last forever. Remember that when new challenges appear, do not allow a temporary storm to convince you that the sun will never return. Clouds may cover the sky for a while, but they do not remove the light behind them. The same is true in your life. A difficult moment does not remove your purpose. A slow season does not remove your progress. A mistake does not remove your ability to grow. Continue. Keep your heart open. Keep your mind focused on what brings strength. The things you allow into your thoughts shape the way you experience your journey. If you constantly feed fear, peace becomes harder to hear. If you constantly feed gratitude, hope becomes easier to recognize. Every day you are choosing what grows inside you. Choose carefully. Protect your inner world. Do not give every worry permission to stay. Do not give every negative thought a permanent place. Some thoughts only visit. You do not need to invite them to live within you. When fear says nothing will change, remember how many things have already changed. When doubt says you are not strong enough, remember everything you have already survived. When worry says you are alone, remember the love and guidance that has carried you this far. Your life contains evidence of strength. Do not ignore it. You are often kinder to others than you are to yourself. You remind others to keep going, but you criticize your own journey. You tell others that growth takes time, but you become impatient with your own progress. Offer yourself the same understanding. You are learning. You are healing. You are becoming. Growth is not always a straight road. Sometimes you take steps forward. Sometimes you need moments to rest. Sometimes you need time to understand. That is part of being human. Do not mistake a slow step for failure. Even slow progress is progress. Even small growth is growth. Even a quiet victory is still a victory. There are changes happening inside you that deserve recognition. The way you handle problems differently. The way you respond with more patience. The way you understand things you once struggled with. These are signs of growth. Celebrate them. A stronger life is created through many small transformations. Not all at once. Not in one day. But through repeated choices that move you toward wisdom. Continue choosing peace. Continue choosing kindness. Continue choosing hope. The world around you may sometimes feel uncertain, but your heart can remain anchored. You do not need to control every situation to live with confidence. You only need to control how you respond. Respond with love. Respond with patience. Respond with understanding. That is where true strength grows. There will be moments ahead when you finally understand why certain things required time. You will see how one lesson connected to another. You will see how one season prepared you for another. You will see that even the waiting had value. Until then, continue trusting the process. Continue walking with a heart willing to learn. Continue believing that meaningful things can still unfold. Do not let temporary confusion make you forget lasting truth. You are still growing. You are still moving. You are still becoming. If these words reminded you to remain peaceful even before every answer arrives, write, "I choose calm and trust," as a sign that you are releasing worry and welcoming patience. Stay with this message until the end, because the next words will help you strengthen your faith, understand your journey, and recognize the blessings that often appear in quiet ways. Your path is still unfolding. Your story is still moving forward. Continue with courage, because every step taken with wisdom is carrying you closer to a stronger version of yourself. Listen carefully to what I am speaking into your heart in this moment. There are seasons when you feel like you are standing between what was and what is coming next. The old chapter feels finished, but the new chapter has not fully opened. You feel the change. You sense something shifting. You know something inside you is different, but you cannot completely explain what is happening. Do not be afraid of this place. A transition is not a place of abandonment. A transition is a place of preparation. Just because something is changing does not mean something is going wrong. Sometimes things must move before something new can arrive. Sometimes old patterns must end before new growth can begin. Sometimes a familiar door closes because your journey requires a different path. Do not hold tightly to what I am gently teaching you to release. There are things you carried in past seasons that helped you then, but are not needed for where you are going. Old fears, old doubts, old limitations, old thoughts that convinced you that you could not move forward. Release them. You cannot fully step into a new season while carrying every weight from the last one. My child, I know letting go is not always easy, because even familiar struggles can start to feel comfortable. You sometimes hold on to what hurts because the unknown feels uncertain. But growth requires trust. A seed must release its old form before it becomes something greater. A new beginning requires the courage to leave behind what no longer brings life. Do not see every ending as a loss. Some endings are openings. Some endings are freedom. Some endings are protection, guiding you toward a healthier path. Think about moments in your life when you resisted change. At first, you questioned why things were happening. You wondered why certain plans shifted. You wondered why certain connections changed. But later, you saw the wisdom that was hidden inside the transition. You realized that what felt uncomfortable was actually moving you forward. Remember those moments now. Let them remind you that you have walked through change before. You have adapted before. You have grown before. And you can do it again. The unknown road ahead is not asking you to enter with fear. It is inviting you to enter with trust. Trust does not mean you have every detail. Trust means you believe there is still purpose, even while details are unfolding. You do not need to know every step before taking the next one. A journey is completed one step at a time. Focus on today's step, today's lesson, today's opportunity to choose wisdom. Do not exhaust your heart, trying to live every future moment before it arrives. Many worries come from imagining situations you were never asked to carry today. Return to this moment. Return to peace. Return to what you can do now. You can choose kindness now. You can choose patience now. You can choose gratitude now. You can choose a better thought now. Small choices made today prepare the path of tomorrow. Never underestimate the power of a simple, faithful decision. The direction of a life often changes through moments that appear ordinary. One conversation, one choice, one act of courage, one moment when you decide not to return to an old pattern. These things matter. You are always becoming. Every day shapes you in some way, so choose what shapes you wisely. Allow love to shape you more than fear. Allow wisdom to shape you more than regret. Allow hope to shape you more than disappointment. The past taught you lessons, but the future still has room for new experiences. Do not allow what happened before to convince you that nothing different can happen ahead. Pain may explain why you are careful, but do not let pain convince you that joy is impossible. Disappointment may have taught you wisdom, but do not let disappointment remove your ability to hope. A healed heart does not forget every lesson. It simply stops carrying the weight of every wound. Healing is a journey. Be patient with yourself. Some days will feel easier than others. Some steps will feel stronger than others. But every step toward peace matters. Do not criticize yourself because you are still growing. Growth is evidence that life is moving within you. The person you are today already carries wisdom that the person you were before needed. Honor that progress. Be thankful for that growth. Continue forward. There is something beautiful about a heart that refuses to become hard even after difficult seasons. A heart that still chooses kindness. A heart that still chooses faith. A heart that still believes something meaningful can happen. Protect that part of yourself. The world may give you reasons to become bitter, but wisdom gives you reasons to remain open. Choose the better way. Choose the path that allows you to become stronger without losing your compassion. You do not have to understand every change to benefit from it. Sometimes understanding comes after movement. Sometimes clarity appears after courage. Sometimes the reason becomes visible only after you have taken the step. Keep trusting. Keep learning. Keep allowing your story to unfold. There are pages ahead that you have not read yet. There are moments ahead that will remind you why continuing mattered. There are blessings ahead that your current worries cannot predict. Do not let fear of change make you reject the growth waiting for you. If these words reached your heart, and you are ready to release what no longer belongs in your journey, write, "I welcome this new season," as a sign that you choose growth, trust, and courage. Continue watching until the end, because the next messages will help you understand the power of patience, recognize hidden guidance, and walk forward without carrying unnecessary fear. You are not losing yourself in this transition. You are discovering more of who you were created to become. Step forward with peace. The next chapter can hold more beauty than the chapter you are leaving behind. Listen closely, because these words are meant to bring peace into the places where worry has been speaking too loudly. There are moments when you carry things in your heart that were never meant to become permanent burdens. You carry memories. You carry questions. You carry concerns about situations that have not even arrived. You replay conversations. You imagine outcomes. You try to solve tomorrow while you are still standing in today. But I want you to understand something. A peaceful heart is not created by controlling everything around you. A peaceful heart is created by learning what to hold and what to release. Some things require your action. Some things require your patience. Some things require your trust. Wisdom is learning the difference. You were not created to carry every possibility, every fear, and every unknown outcome at once. When you try to hold everything, your heart becomes tired. When you try to control everything, your peace becomes fragile. Release what is beyond your hands. Focus on what has been placed before you today. There is enough purpose in this moment. There is enough grace for this step. There is enough strength for this season. Do not spend all of today's energy fighting battles that only exist in tomorrow's imagination. My child, I see the weight you have carried silently, and I want you to learn the freedom that comes from surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up. Surrender means you stop fighting against the things you cannot control. It means you choose wisdom instead of endless worry. It means you allow peace to have a stronger voice than fear. Many times you think holding on to worry proves that you care. But worry and love are not the same thing. You can care deeply and still have peace. You can work toward something and still trust the process. You can hope for a beautiful outcome without living every day afraid of losing it. Let your heart breathe again. You have spent enough time preparing for problems that never arrived. You have spent enough energy imagining storms that never formed. You have survived many things you once feared. Remember that. Fear does not always tell the truth. Fear speaks from uncertainty. Wisdom speaks from understanding. Learn which voice you are following. When fear tells you to rush, choose patience. When fear tells you everything is falling apart, look for what is still standing. When fear tells you nothing will change, remember how much has already changed. Your journey contains proof that difficult moments can transform. The things that once overwhelmed you became memories. The situations that once confused you became lessons. The challenges that once looked impossible became evidence of your strength. Do not forget your own story. You have already walked through valleys and reached new places. You have already faced unknown roads and found your way forward. Let your past victories remind you that your present worries are not stronger than your ability to grow. Every season teaches something. The peaceful seasons teach gratitude. The difficult seasons teach endurance. The waiting seasons teach patience. The changing seasons teach trust. No chapter is without purpose when you allow yourself to learn from it. Even now, something is being shaped inside you. You are learning how to respond differently. You are learning how to protect your peace. You are learning how to stop giving every problem control over your heart. That is growth. Celebrate it. A person becoming wiser does not mean they never face difficulty. It means they face difficulty differently. They breathe before reacting. They think before speaking. They seek understanding before judging. They choose peace when anger tries to lead. These quiet choices change your life. Do not underestimate the power of the person you are becoming. There were versions of you that prayed to reach the strength you have now. There were moments in your past when you hoped to overcome things that no longer control you today. Recognize your progress. Recognize your healing. Recognize the courage it took to keep moving. You are often waiting for a huge moment to prove that things are changing, but many transformations happen quietly. A calmer response is change. A healthier boundary is change. A kinder thought toward yourself is change. A decision to try again is change. Small changes create a new direction. Keep choosing them. Keep planting what you want to see grow. If you want more peace, practice peaceful thinking. If you want more kindness, practice kindness in small moments. If you want more strength, continue taking courageous steps. The life you build tomorrow is connected to the choices you practice today. Do not wait for perfect conditions before becoming the person you desire to be. Begin now. Begin where you are. Begin with what you have. A meaningful life is not built by waiting for every difficulty to disappear. It is built by choosing purpose even while life is still unfolding. You can still love today. You can still grow today. You can still create something good today. Do not postpone your peace until the future. Receive it in this moment. Allow yourself to breathe. Allow yourself to trust. Allow yourself to believe that everything does not need to be solved immediately. One step at a time, one lesson at a time, one day at a time. This is how journeys are completed. If these words helped you release a burden you have been carrying, write, "I choose peace over worry," as a reminder that your heart deserves rest, hope, and renewal. Stay connected until the end, because the remaining messages will help you strengthen your trust, recognize the purpose in your journey, and continue forward with a lighter heart. You do not need to carry the entire road today. Take the step in front of you. Walk with patience. Walk with wisdom. Walk, knowing that even slow progress is still carrying you forward. Listen carefully, because this message is for the moments when you wonder if your patience has been worth it. There are times when you look around and feel like everyone else is moving forward while you are still waiting. You see doors opening for others. You see changes happening around you. You see people stepping into new chapters, and quietly you wonder when your own moment will arrive. But I want you to understand something deeply. Your journey was never meant to be measured against another person's path. Your timing has meaning. Your preparation has purpose. Your growth is not delayed simply because it looks different. Every life has seasons. Every story has chapters. Every seed has its own time to rise. A tree does not become impatient because another tree grows taller first. It continues receiving what it needs. It continues strengthening its roots. It continues becoming what it was designed to become. Learn from this. Do not let comparison steal the peace of your own growth. When you compare, you often see another person's results without seeing their process. You see their harvest, but not their planting. You see their success, but not their struggle. You see their open door, but not the years they spent waiting outside it. Be careful not to judge your hidden season against someone else's visible season. My child, I have not forgotten the dreams placed inside your heart, and I know the right timing for every chapter of your journey. What feels slow to you may actually be careful preparation. What feels like waiting may actually be strengthening. What feels like a pause may actually be protection. There are things that arrive too early that become difficult to carry. This is why preparation matters. A blessing without wisdom can become a burden. An opportunity without readiness can create pressure. A new chapter without growth can become overwhelming. So do not only desire the destination, value the preparation that helps you stand when you arrive. The strongest foundations are built before anyone sees the building. The deepest roots grow before anyone enjoys the fruit. The greatest changes often begin quietly. Trust the quiet work. Trust the lessons. Trust the small improvements happening day by day. You are not standing still. You are becoming. Look at how your thoughts have changed. Look at how your reactions have changed. Look at how your understanding has grown. The things that once controlled your emotions do not affect you the same way anymore. The problems that once overwhelmed you have taught you wisdom. That is progress. Do not ignore transformation just because it happens slowly. The sunrise does not appear all at once, but gradually darkness becomes light. Your growth works the same way, little by little. Step by step, moment by moment. Continue. There will be times when you want to give up because you cannot see immediate results. But remember this, many people stop digging just before reaching the treasure. Many people abandon the path just before understanding why the journey mattered. Do not quit because this chapter is difficult. Do not walk away from your growth because it requires patience. Keep going. The effort you continue planting today can become the strength you stand on tomorrow. Every good choice matters. Every honest effort matters. Every moment you choose hope instead of defeat matters. Nothing meaningful is created without consistency. Continue planting. Continue believing. Continue becoming. When discouragement tries to enter your heart, answer it with remembrance. Remember the obstacles you already overcame. Remember the lessons you already learned. Remember the moments when you thought there was no way forward, but a way appeared. Your journey already contains reminders that change is possible. Do not let one difficult moment erase years of evidence. You have grown before. You can grow again. You have overcome before. You can continue again. The chapter you are in right now may not be easy, but it can still produce something valuable. Do not waste the season only wishing for the next one. Ask yourself, what can be learned here? Ask yourself how you can love better here. Ask yourself how you can become wiser here. Every season has something to give, even the waiting seasons. Especially the waiting seasons, because waiting teaches things that receiving cannot. It teaches patience. It teaches gratitude. It teaches trust. It reveals what is truly important. Use this time wisely. Strengthen your heart. Prepare your mind. Build habits that support the person you are becoming. The future is not only something you enter, it is something you prepare for. Today matters, because today is shaping tomorrow. Do not underestimate small beginnings. The smallest seed can grow into something much larger than itself. The smallest act of kindness can change someone's entire day. The smallest step forward can begin a new direction. Keep taking those steps, even if nobody notices, even if progress feels slow, even if the result is not immediate. Continue. Because growth happening quietly is still growth. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust that every lesson is creating something within you. If these words encourage you to stop comparing and start trusting your own journey, write, "My time will come," as a reminder that patience, growth, and preparation all have a purpose. Keep watching, because the final messages ahead will help you protect your peace, strengthen your hope, and walk forward with confidence in every season of life. Your story is still unfolding. Your path still has meaning. Your growth is not invisible. Continue becoming the person you were created to become. And if this message brought hope, comfort, or encouragement into your heart, support this ministry by liking, subscribing, and sharing these words with someone who needs a reminder not to give up. If you feel happy with my words and want to support this ministry, you can do so through the link given below. Your support helps these messages continue reaching people who need peace, strength, and encouragement in their journey. Listen carefully, because what I am speaking now is meant to strengthen the place inside you that has been quietly waiting for reassurance. There are moments when you wonder if the small choices you make every day truly matter. You wonder if your kindness matters. You wonder if your patience matters. You wonder if choosing the right path matters when nobody seems to notice. But I want you to understand something today. The most important parts of your journey are not always the parts that receive attention. A tree is admired for its branches, its leaves, and its fruit, but its strength comes from roots that nobody sees. Your life is the same. The unseen choices create the visible future. The quiet decisions create the strong foundation. The moments when nobody is watching reveal what is truly growing inside your heart. Do not underestimate the hidden work. Do not underestimate the small steps. Do not underestimate the quiet victories that happen within you. Every time you choose patience instead of anger, something grows. Every time you choose forgiveness instead of carrying bitterness, something heals. Every time you choose hope instead of surrendering to fear, something becomes stronger. These moments matter. They are shaping you. They are preparing you. They are creating a foundation that can stand through changing seasons. My child, I see the growth that others may overlook, and I know the strength that has been forming inside you through every experience. You have learned things that cannot be measured from the outside. You have gained wisdom through situations that required courage. You have developed compassion because you understand what it means to struggle. Do not wish away every difficult chapter. Some chapters gave you gifts you could not receive any other way. They taught you patience. They taught you understanding. They taught you how valuable peace truly is. A person who has walked through darkness appreciates light differently. A person who has experienced waiting understands gratitude differently. A person who has needed encouragement often becomes someone who encourages others. Your lessons are not only for you. The wisdom you gain can become a blessing in someone else's life. The kindness you give can become the answer someone was hoping for. The encouragement you share can become the strength another heart needed. Never believe that your actions are too small to matter. A single word can bring comfort. A single act of kindness can restore hope. A single moment of compassion can remind someone they are not alone. This is why I ask you to remain aware. Every day carries opportunities to create goodness. Sometimes you search for a large purpose while ignoring the meaningful moments already around you. Purpose is not always far away. Sometimes purpose is found in how you treat the person in front of you. Sometimes purpose is found in the love you show today. Sometimes purpose is found in doing ordinary things with an extraordinary heart. Do not wait for perfect circumstances before choosing to make a difference. Begin where you are. Use what you have. Offer what you can. A small light still changes a dark room. Remember this when you feel like your efforts are not enough. You do not need to fix everything to bring value. You do not need to have every answer to bring comfort. You do not need to be perfect to create something meaningful. A willing heart can do more than you imagine. Keep your heart open. Keep your actions guided by love. Keep choosing what builds instead of what destroys. There will always be reasons to become discouraged. There will always be reasons to focus on what is wrong. But there are also always reasons to continue believing. Train your eyes to see what is good. Train your heart to notice blessings. Train your mind to return to gratitude. Gratitude does not deny challenges. It simply refuses to let challenges become the only thing you see. You can acknowledge difficulty and still recognize hope. You can face uncertainty and still carry peace. You can walk through change and still trust the journey. This is the balance I want you to learn. Strength with softness, wisdom with kindness, patience with purpose. Life will bring many different seasons, but you do not have to lose yourself inside them. Stay rooted, stay steady, stay connected to what truly matters. The world may try to convince you that your value comes only from achievements, approval, or recognition. But your worth is deeper than what others see. Your heart matters. Your character matters. The love you bring into this world matters. Do not chase acceptance so much that you forget who you are becoming. Do not become so focused on reaching somewhere else that you miss the beauty of growing here. This moment is part of your journey too. Today is not just a waiting room for tomorrow. Today is a place where growth can happen. Today is a place where love can be given. Today is a place where peace can be practiced. Use it well. Live with awareness. Speak with kindness. Walk with wisdom. There are future moments that will be shaped by the choices you make now. Continue planting good seeds, even when growth is slow, even when results are hidden, even when nobody notices. The harvest comes from consistent care. Trust the small beginnings. Trust the quiet progress. Trust that meaningful things are being built one faithful step at a time. If these words reminded you that your small choices have a powerful purpose, write, "I will keep planting good seeds," as a sign that you choose kindness, patience, and hope today. Stay with this message until the end, because the remaining words will help you protect your peace, recognize your strength, and continue walking with courage through every chapter ahead. Remember this: nothing done with love is wasted. Nothing learned through growth is meaningless. Nothing built with patience is without value. Continue forward with a peaceful heart, because the quiet work happening today can become the beautiful testimony of tomorrow. Listen closely, because there is something important I want your heart to receive today. Do not allow the uncertainty of tomorrow to steal the blessings I have placed in front of you today. So many moments pass unnoticed because the mind is somewhere else, thinking, planning, questioning, wondering. You search for answers about the future while walking past the quiet gifts already surrounding you. But I want you to slow down and see clearly. This moment has meaning. This day has purpose. This season is not empty. Even while you are waiting for something to change, something is already happening within you. You are learning. You are growing. You are discovering a deeper strength. Do not treat the present as if it is only a hallway leading somewhere else. There is value here. There is wisdom here. There are lessons here that your future self will need. Many people spend their lives waiting for the next thing, the next achievement, the next opportunity, the next answer, the next chapter. And while looking forward, they forget to live the chapter they are already holding. Do not let that become your story. Be present. Notice the small blessings. Appreciate the simple moments. Recognize the quiet ways your life is still being supported. A thankful heart sees treasures that a distracted heart misses. Gratitude changes how you experience the journey. It does not mean every situation is easy. It means you choose to recognize goodness even while things are still unfolding. My child, I know there are things you hope for, but I also want you to recognize the blessings that are already beside you. The breath you take today matters. The opportunities you have today matter. The love you can give today matters. Do not postpone joy until everything looks perfect. Do not tell yourself that peace can only arrive after every question is answered. Peace can meet you right here, in this moment, in this season, on this step. You are allowed to appreciate today while still believing for tomorrow. You are allowed to have dreams while still finding gratitude in where you stand. The two can exist together. Hope for the future, thankfulness for the present. That balance creates a peaceful heart. Remember that every chapter of your life once felt like the present moment. The memories you carry now were once ordinary days. The moments you value today were once simple experiences you did not realize would become important. So pay attention. Love deeply. Speak kindly. Give your time to what truly matters. Do not wait until something changes before recognizing its value. Many people only appreciate blessings after they become memories. Learn to appreciate them while they are still here. Look around. There are things you once prayed for that you now experience every day. There are challenges you once hoped to overcome that are already behind you. There are answers you once wanted that have already arrived. Do not let familiarity hide the miracles already present in your life. A grateful heart remembers. A grateful heart notices. A grateful heart stays awake to the beauty of ordinary moments. This does not mean ignoring challenges. I know life carries responsibilities. I know there are things you are still waiting to understand. I know some roads feel longer than you expected, but worry will not make the road shorter. Fear will not make the answer arrive faster. Anxiety will not create the peace you are searching for. Return to trust. Return to patience. Return to the simple truth that you only need to walk one step at a time. Today's step matters. Take it with wisdom. Take it with love. Take it with courage. You do not need to know every turn ahead before moving forward. Sometimes the next direction becomes clear only after you begin walking. Trust the process. Trust the lessons. Trust the growth. There are moments when you will look back at this season and understand things that seem unclear now. You will see why patience mattered. You will see why certain lessons were necessary. You will see how small moments were preparing something bigger. Until that understanding comes, keep your heart steady. Do not allow frustration to remove your kindness. Do not allow waiting to remove your hope. Do not allow uncertainty to remove your gratitude. The way you walk through this season is shaping you for the next one. Choose carefully what kind of person you become while waiting. Become more loving. Become more patient. Become more understanding. Become more peaceful. Because when the next door opens, you carry yourself through it. A new season does not automatically create a new heart. The heart is prepared through the choices you make today. So use today well. Heal today. Grow today. Love today. Learn today. Every meaningful transformation begins with the present moment. Do not underestimate where you are. Do not overlook what is already happening. Do not miss today's blessings while searching only for tomorrow's answers. The future will arrive one day at a time. Walk there with peace. Walk there with faith. Walk there with a heart that knows how to recognize goodness along the way. If these words helped you appreciate this moment and trust the journey ahead, write, "I am grateful for today," as a reminder that every season carries blessings worth noticing. Continue watching until the end, because the final messages ahead will help you hold on to hope, strengthen your courage, and step forward with a heart full of peace. Remember, your life is not only about where you are going, it is also about who you are becoming while you travel. Value this moment. Value this lesson. Value this season, because even here something meaningful is growing. Listen carefully, because these words are reaching the part of your heart that has been asking for direction. There are moments when you stand before choices and wonder which way you should go. You ask for a clear answer. You ask for a perfect sign. You ask for the entire path to appear before you take the first step. But I want you to understand something important. Guidance does not always arrive by showing you the whole journey at once. Sometimes guidance arrives as enough wisdom for the next step. Sometimes it arrives as peace in one decision. Sometimes it arrives as a quiet understanding that grows slowly within your heart. Do not ignore the small moments of clarity because you are waiting for something louder. Not every important message arrives with a great sound. Some of the deepest guidance arrives quietly. A peaceful thought, a gentle reminder, a moment that causes you to pause and think differently. Learn to recognize these moments. Learn to listen. Learn to slow down enough that wisdom can speak. The world around you often celebrates speed. Move quickly. Choose quickly. React quickly. But a fast decision is not always a wise decision. There are moments when slowing down protects you. There are moments when waiting gives you a clearer view. There are moments when silence reveals what noise was hiding. Do not fear the pause. Sometimes the pause is where understanding begins. My child, I have guided you through many moments you did not fully recognize at the time. Think about the situations when something inside encouraged you to wait. Think about the times when a change of direction later became a blessing. Think about the moments when what looked like an interruption became protection. You have experienced guidance before. You have experienced quiet redirection before. You have experienced moments when life made sense only after you looked back. Remember those moments. They are reminders that you do not need to understand everything immediately. Some answers reveal themselves through time. Some lessons become clear through experience. Some reasons are understood only after the season is past. Trust does not require knowing every detail. Trust requires believing that the next right step still matters. Take that step with patience, with wisdom, with a peaceful heart. Do not allow fear to force you into movement. Fear says you must hurry before you lose everything. Wisdom says you can move carefully and still arrive where you need to be. Fear creates pressure. Wisdom creates clarity. Learn the difference. When something is truly right for your journey, it will not require you to abandon your values or lose your inner peace. The right path strengthens what is good within you. It does not destroy who you are becoming. Protect your heart. Protect your thoughts. Protect the direction you are walking. Every choice is a seed. Every habit is a seed. Every thought you continue feeding is a seed. Eventually, what you plant becomes what grows around you. So choose carefully. Plant patience. Plant kindness. Plant discipline. Plant hope. Do not spend every day watering fear and expecting peace to grow. A peaceful life begins with peaceful choices. A stronger future begins with wise choices today. You have more influence over your journey than you sometimes realize. You may not control every event. You may not control every person, You may not control every unexpected change, but you can choose your response. You can choose your attitude. You can choose what kind of person you become through it. That is where true strength lives. Strength is not only found in changing circumstances. Strength is found in refusing to let circumstances change your heart into something it was never meant to be. Remain kind. Remain hopeful. Remain open to growth. The world may test your patience. Life may bring unexpected roads. People may not always understand your journey. But continue walking with wisdom. Do not make every decision based on approval from others. People see pieces, they see moments, they see the outside. But your journey is deeper than appearances. Learn to listen to wisdom more than opinions. Advice can help, but do not lose your inner peace trying to satisfy every voice around you. You cannot walk every path. You cannot become every version people expect. Walk the path of purpose. Walk the path of love. Walk the path that allows your heart to remain aligned with what is good. There will be times when choosing correctly requires courage. There will be times when patience feels difficult. There will be times when doing the right thing is not the easiest thing. Continue anyway. The easiest road is not always the road that helps you grow. Sometimes the meaningful road requires strength. Sometimes the important choice requires discipline. Sometimes the best direction requires trust. But every step taken with wisdom builds something within you. Keep going. Do not stop because everything is not perfectly clear. The sunrise does not appear all at once. Light grows gradually. Understanding often works the same way. A little more clarity, a little more wisdom, a little more strength. Day by day, step by step, trust that process. If these words helped you believe that guidance is still present in your life, right? I will follow wisdom as a sign that you choose patience, clarity, and peace over fear. Stay with this message until the very end, because the final words ahead will help you protect your heart, remember your strength, and move forward with renewed faith. You are not required to have every answer today. You are invited to take the next step with courage. Listen carefully. Walk patiently. Trust the quiet wisdom that leads you toward growth, peace, and the life you are continuing to build. Listen closely because these words are meant to remind you of something your heart must never forget. You are not defined only by the moments when life felt easy. You are also shaped by the moments when you continued even when the road was difficult. You are shaped by the days when you chose hope while questions remained. You are shaped by the moments when you chose love, even though disappointment tried to change your heart. You are shaped by every quiet decision to keep moving forward. Do not look at your struggles and see only pain. Look deeper. There were lessons there. There was growth there. There was strength being formed that you could not recognize at the time. Many times you asked why the path was not easier. You wondered why some things required so much patience. You wondered why some answers took longer than you expected. But I want you to remember this. A meaningful journey is not always a simple journey. The strongest hearts are often shaped through seasons that teach them how to endure. The deepest wisdom often grows from experiences that required understanding. The brightest compassion often comes from people who know what it feels like to need compassion themselves. Nothing you walked through has to be wasted. Every lesson can become wisdom. Every challenge can become growth. Every experience can teach you something that helps you move forward. My child, I have seen the moments when you questioned your strength, but I also saw the courage rising inside you every time you chose not to give up. You may have noticed the struggle. I noticed the growth. You may have counted the difficulties. I also saw the victories. You may have remembered the times you fell. I remembered every time you stood again. Do not forget your own resilience. You have already overcome days you once worried about. You have already passed through situations you thought would be too heavy. You have already discovered strength that only appeared because you needed it. Carry that reminder with you. When a new challenge comes, do not immediately say, "I cannot handle this." Remember how many times you thought the same thing before, and yet you continued. You learned. You adapted. You grew. The same courage is still within you. Trust the growth that has already happened. Trust the wisdom you have gained. Trust that you are not starting from the beginning. You are walking forward with every lesson you have collected. Every chapter added something. Every season shaped something. Every experience taught something. This is why you should not hate your journey. Even the imperfect parts contributed to who you are becoming. A beautiful picture contains many different shades. A meaningful story contains many different chapters. Your life is still being written. Do not judge the entire story because of one difficult page. There is more ahead, more understanding, more peace, more opportunities to use the wisdom you have gained. Continue forward. But as you move forward, remember to protect your heart. Do not allow the difficulties of life to remove the kindness within you. Do not allow disappointment to convince you that hope is useless. Do not allow painful experiences to make you believe that every new experience will be the same. Wisdom learns from yesterday. Fear lives trapped in yesterday. Choose wisdom. Take the lesson. Release the weight. Carry the understanding, but leave behind the bitterness. Your heart was not created to be a storage place for every old hurt. Make room for peace. Make room for new beginnings. Make room for the good things that can still enter your life. Sometimes people hold on to old pain because they believe releasing it means the pain did not matter. But releasing does not erase what happened. It simply means what happened no longer controls your future. Freedom begins when you stop allowing yesterday to take away today's peace. Choose freedom. Choose healing. Choose growth, one step at a time. Do not pressure yourself to become completely changed overnight. Healing often happens slowly. Growth often happens gradually. Transformation is built through consistent choices. Each day, choose a little more peace. Choose a little more patience. Choose a little more trust. Small steps create great journeys. There is still so much you have not experienced. There are still moments ahead that will make you thankful you continued. There are still lessons that will open your understanding. There are still reasons to smile that have not arrived yet. Do not let a temporary season convince you that nothing beautiful remains. The future is not limited by the pain of the past. New things can grow. New doors can open. New strength can appear. Keep your heart ready. Keep your thoughts focused on what gives life. Keep choosing the path that builds you instead of the one that breaks your peace. You cannot always choose what happens around you, but you can choose what grows within you. Let wisdom grow. Let compassion grow. Let courage grow. Let hope grow. These are treasures that remain with you. The person you are becoming matters. The way you love matters. The way you continue matters. Every day is another opportunity to become more aligned with peace, purpose. If these words reminded you that your past does not control your future, write, "I am still becoming stronger," as a sign that you choose healing, growth, and courage for the road ahead. Continue watching because the final message is waiting for you, and it will help you bring everything together. Step forward with confidence, and remember the strength that has been growing inside you from the beginning. Your story is not finished. Your hope is not finished. Your journey is not finished. Continue walking forward, because the chapters ahead may carry the answers, peace, and growth you once prayed to find. Listen carefully because these final words are not meant to be rushed. Let them settle deeply within your heart. Think about the entire journey that brought you to this moment. Think about the roads you walked. Think about the challenges you faced. Think about the times when you did not understand what was happening, but somehow you found the strength to continue. You are still here. You are still growing. You are still becoming. That alone carries meaning. There were moments when you thought one chapter would define your entire story. There were moments when you wondered if a difficult season would last forever. There were moments when you questioned whether change was possible. But look again. You changed. You learned. You healed in ways you once thought you never could. You discovered courage in places where you only expected weakness. You discovered wisdom in places where you only saw confusion. You discovered that even slow steps can move you forward. Never forget what your journey has already taught you. Every season had something to show you. Every challenge revealed something. Every moment of patience created something within you. Your life has not been a collection of random events. It has been a journey of becoming, a journey of learning, a journey of discovering strength, compassion, patience, and understanding. My child, I want you to carry this truth forward. You do not need to fear the unknown when you walk with a heart filled with trust and wisdom. The future may not reveal everything today. The next chapter may not show every detail. The road ahead may still contain questions. But questions do not mean you are lost. Uncertainty does not mean you are forgotten. Waiting does not mean nothing is happening. There is always something growing. Sometimes around you, sometimes within you, sometimes in ways you will only understand later. This is why I have reminded you again and again. Be still. Listen. Pay attention. Protect your peace. Do not allow fear to become the voice that guides your choices. Fear will tell you to run when you need patience. Fear will tell you to give up when you need endurance. Fear will tell you nothing is changing when growth is happening quietly. Choose a different voice. Choose the voice of wisdom. Choose the voice of hope. Choose the voice that reminds you how far you have already come. Life will bring seasons of movement and seasons of waiting. Both have purpose. The season when you move teaches courage. The season when you wait teaches trust. The season when you receive teaches gratitude. The season when you learn teaches wisdom. Do not reject any part of the journey. Every chapter can add something valuable when you allow yourself to grow through it. Look back at the person you used to be. Look at the things that once worried you. Look at the situations you thought you could never overcome. Many of them are behind you now. You are standing beyond moments that once looked impossible. Let that remind you that the challenges ahead are not bigger than the strength growing inside you. Continue forward. Not with fear, with faith, not with bitterness, with understanding. Not with a heart trapped in yesterday, with a heart ready for what is still possible. Release the things you cannot change. Learn from the moments that shaped you. Carry wisdom, but do not carry unnecessary weight. You cannot fully welcome a new chapter while holding every burden from the last one. Let peace enter. Let hope return. Let your heart breathe again. You have spent enough time questioning whether your journey matters. It does. The kindness you show matters. The patience you practice matters. The love you give matters. The strength you build matters. Never believe that only big moments create a meaningful life. A meaningful life is created through countless small choices made with love. Every day is another opportunity to encourage someone, another opportunity to grow, another opportunity to become a better version of yourself. Use these opportunities well. Do not wait for perfect conditions before you start living with purpose. Begin now. Love now. Grow now. Appreciate now. The future is created through the way you walk today. There will still be questions ahead. There will still be lessons ahead. There will still be moments that require patience. But now you know something important. You do not have to face every unknown with fear. You can face it with a steady heart. You can face it remembering that you have already overcome so much. You can face it knowing that every season can produce something meaningful. So continue your journey. Keep your heart open. Keep your thoughts filled with what brings life. Keep choosing kindness when the world feels harsh. Keep choosing hope when circumstances feel uncertain. Keep choosing peace when worry tries to return. The path ahead is not asking you to be perfect. It is asking you to keep growing. One step, one lesson, one day at a time. If this entire message touched your heart and you believe that your journey still has purpose, write, "I receive peace and guidance," as a reminder that you are choosing hope, trust, and a stronger future. Carry these words with you beyond this moment. Do not only hear them, live them. Apply patience in your decisions. Apply kindness in your relationships. Apply gratitude in your daily life. Apply trust when answers take time. This is how transformation happens. Not only by listening, but by becoming. Your story continues. Your growth continues. Your journey continues. Walk forward with courage, because every step taken with wisdom, love, and hope is leading you toward a life filled with deeper understanding and greater peace. And if these words brought comfort, encouragement, or light into your heart, support this ministry of hope by liking this video, subscribing, and sharing this message with someone who needs strength today. If you feel happy with my words and want to support this ministry, you can do so through the link given below. Your support helps this message continue reaching hearts that need encouragement, faith, and peace. Thank you for staying until the end. May your heart remain calm. May your steps remain guided. May your life continue growing in wisdom, love, and purpose.